D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Touchdown, Westerly!
A chance for the Chargers, and they score!
At this time, would the starters please take the field as your name is called? For the Falcons, coached by Jeremy Shearer. Number 0, senior captain Emma Kiley.
Welcome everybody to Salwagiri Field.
Number 5,
I am Andrew Fiore alongside Caleb Upinacci here as we are bringing you Cranston West versus Westerly High School girls soccer. This is the Westerly Bulldogs Pregame Show brought to you by Redstone Tire and Complete Auto Repair, located at 114 Ashaway Road in Westerly. Call 401-596-5283. Carl, Patty, and their team have been proudly keeping our community on the roads for over 90 years, and it's fresh first day of school here, first day of the season between these two squads. Clean slates for Division I Cranston West and Division II Westerly High School. As you hear the starters for the Falcons get called onto the field. I'll give you a look at the captains for the Westerly Bulldogs. It's 3 seniors, Danica Jarrett, number 14, Rose Bowen, number 18, and Calla Bruno, number 19. They have their fellow seniors with them in Isabella Nina, Vittoria Iliano, and Ocean Lombard. Let's take a listen to the starters today.
Number 1, junior Sienna Matthew. Number 2, freshman Jayana Katuris. Number 3, junior Sienna Pisano. Number 5, junior Bryn Maynard. Number 6, junior goalkeeper Phoebe Brennan. Number 7, freshman Lucia Matthew. Number 8, freshman Alyssa Fasano. Number 11, senior Vittoria Iliano. Number 14, senior captain Danica Jarrett. Number 16, junior Molly Albino. And number 18, senior captain Rose Bowen.
There you have it, folks. The starting lineup. A lot of seniors and juniors bringing experience to this Bulldogs team. And we'll get set to go for the national anthem in just a moment.
Now please stand and turn your attention to the flag near the end of the stadium for the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
That's going to do it for the pregame festivities as we round out the Redstone Tire and Complete Auto Repair pregame show. It's just interesting to note the division disparity here. Cranston West, of course, Division 1, Westerly Division 2. So on the home pitch, the Bulldogs are looking to get a big upset victory here. One that would set a loud tone for a Bulldogs team that's ready to compete at the highest level of the RIIL. The team's next games, Cranston West will face Lincoln at Lincoln on the 4th, 2 days from now, and Westerly will head up to North Smithfield, also on the 4th. That'll be on Thursday. Falcons are on the field, Bulldogs just about ready, and that'll wrap up the Redstone Tire and Complete Auto Repair pregame show. Again, they're located at 114 Ashaway Road in Westerly. Call 401-596-5283. Talk to Carl, Patty, and their team as they've been proudly keeping our community on the roads for over 90 years. Again, Matthew, Contreras, Fasano, Nina, Maynard, Brennan, Matthew, Fasano, Iliano, Jarrett, Alvino, and Bowen are your starters for the Bulldogs, with Phoebe Brennan in net, the junior, taking up the all-essential job of tending net.
Fans, please remember that good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by officials, coaches, and the players themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments or cheers today. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Thank you.
Great reminder there from the PA announcer. And we are off. Winning the faceoff are the Falcons before it's kicked right back out by Matthew. That was Sienna Matthew. And the Bulldogs recover. Matthew forward. It's recovered by the Falcons. Nice poke out there for Westerly, temporarily halting the Falcons before it's thrown right back in on the far left corner. That ball rolls out of bounds, setting up a corner for Cranston West. Captain Jillian Langley of the Falcons recovers the ball. She'll throw in the corner. So far, Cranston West attacking early, looking to capitalize early on here in the first half. Long throw out is headed out by Maynard and bounce behind the goal. And Brennan will take over. A nice stop there by the Bulldogs, flexing their defensive muscles early. Brennan going to look for help. Fires it out. And it's almost, and it is stolen by the Falcons. Still contested. Maynard with a kick there to try to steal it. Wide open now on the breakaway for the Falcons. Delivering the first goal is Ashlyn Renaud. Or excuse me, that was Brooklyn Carrero. Cranston West jumping out early.
Cranston West goal scored by number 12, Brooklyn Carrero.
Carrero got that first step and made Westerly pay there. Early lead here for Cranston West. Westerly with their first possession, which ends quickly as Ashlyn Renaud, this time it's definitely her, kicks it out in front for Sienna Matthew. Forced it out of bounds. We're seeing a lot of offensive pressure early here from Cranston West. Falcons inbound it. Maynard tosses it up. Kicked back into play by Fasano, but she was already out. And the Falcons will toss in again. Caitlin Blanchette, one of the captains, tosses it in. And the Bulldogs punt it away. On the run is Contreras, the only Bulldog nearby, but she will be beat and the Falcons will recover, but only for a moment. Here come the Bulldogs on their first attack. Sienna Fasano along the sidelines, overruns it, keeps a hold on it, passes to Maynard. Maynard cutting left side, shoots it off a body. Looked like it was Sadie Butler who blocked that shot. Or no, excuse me, that was Julia Dorsey. Toss in, immediately kicked right back out by Contreras, which allows for the Falcons to toss it in. Caitlin Blanchett, the far left corner. In enemy territory. Tosses it overhead. Maynard punts it high and out of play. Blanchett now surveys her options, plays it safe, and goes back to Butler. Butler with a long punt. Finds a friendly shirt in Skylar Russo. And they retreat back again. It's Butler. A nifty pass there through the legs of one of the Westerly defenders, but Maynard takes over. She's got a lane on the far left side, but she can't evade her defender. It was Carrero, the lone goal scorer in this one, and she just got poked from behind. Out of the net, retrieving the ball is Emma Killey, the senior goaltender for this Cranston West team. Long kick out there by Blanchette is recovered by the Bulldogs. It's Fasano trying to muscle her way through before it's kicked out of play by Butler. Out to recover is Molly Alvino, the junior. Alvino at the 50. Tosses it in, where it's kicked out of play again. This time Vittoria Iliano tapped it a little too hard, and Sadie Butler will take over. Blanchette tosses inside before it's kicked right out of play to Carrero. And the Bulldogs take over. Just beyond midfield. Toss in. Recovered by Fasano. And out of play yet again. So a lot of that early on. A lot of toss-ins. Blanchette's arms must be getting tired. More action along the sidelines. Maynard gives it up to Iliano. Iliano, long pass. Maynard on the left side. Long cross out in front is stifled. But a recovery is too high. Would have been good for 3 points if this was football. But Danica Jarrett went too high here. The captain threw the crossbars, but not the right ones. Just too high for the Bulldogs. I want to remind you, this game is presented by Lathrop Insurance, serving their community since 1939. Whether you have personal or commercial insurance needs, Lathrop Insurance always answers the call at 401-596-2525. Emma Kelly, again, a senior and a captain. Punts it to about the 20, where it was tapped out of play by another captain, Jillian Langley. Bulldogs recover. And it's immediately shoved back out. Falcons take over. Blanchette's going to take the toss here as well. She goes in the shade at those trees beyond the track. Tosses it in. Nice pressure there from Contreras, but it's given right back to Cranston West. The attacker couldn't finagle her way past a duo of Bulldog defenders, excuse me. Hashmark's got football on the mind. And this one's punted all the way to midfield by Kelly. With a step and a run is Chase. Sonia Chase all by herself. And she scores off the hands of Brennan. The second goal for Cranston West. Sonia Chase. Delivering another strike.
Cranston West goal scored by number 8, Sanaya Chase.
Sanaya Chase all by herself. And early on here, it's a big deficit for the Bulldogs. They've only had one shot on goal. Haven't really been able to get a great attack, as that was Vittoria Iliano stepping out.
Pitch over!
Taken over again by Sanaya Chase. Pisano gives it right back up. Falcons take over again. And Phoebe Brennan on that last goal got a hand on it. She dove the right direction, but it was kicked with too much force, or it just blew right by her and found the back of the net. Long kick. Finds a blue jersey. The needle is thread to Fasano, trying to save it from going out. Rounds the corner, a good slide tackle there from Sadie Butler. Great defense there on the tackle by Butler. But Westerly will recover. Out on the corner, it's Iliano. Long shot across is kicked away. Bulldogs recovering though. Jarrett outside finds Matthew. Matthew can't corral it. It's pushed out to midfield and beyond. Mila Rico goes down on that play. A free shot coming. Bounces right in front of the net, but too wide on the free shot there. Looked like that was Lanazulo. Excuse me, that was Harper Cone. Short kick. Danger prevented there from Molly Alvino, who didn't want Carrero to get a hand on it after that goal with 38 minutes to go in the first. Ball immediately bouncing out of play again. Kicked out in front and recovered by Brennan. Long kick out to midfield is kept in by the Bulldogs. Maynard overruns it, then recovers. Slicing through, trying to escape danger here. Taken over by Blanchette. Where Kelly takes over and feeds it right on over to Frias. Frias with a strike that finds Bulldog legs. Rose Bowen kicked it across. And Jarrett is the one to find it out there. The freshman going to toss it in. Actually, no, she's leaving it for Cranston West. Kicked back out. And some legs getting tangled there for a recovery by Butler. Setup just is too hard there. Carrero couldn't get a handle on it. But man, Sadie Butler, the setup was perfect. She just put a little too much sauce on it. Westerly could have been in a 3-0 hole. A corner kick across is denied by Bryn Maynard. Great defensive effort there. And Brennan will be able to hand it to Maynard, who will kick it away. Right back to the Falcons. Maynard kicks it back out. Fed over to Iliano. Here come the Bulldogs. Danica Jarrett. Moving over to the left. She feeds it out. And the ball just drifts out of bounds. Pass wasn't quite going anywhere there. And we'll go right to Emma Killey. Butler. Inside to Maynard. Ball bouncing just in bounds where it's recovered by Chase. Sania Chase angles it where Brennan makes a diving stop. A pivotal save there by Phoebe Brennan. Pressure still on. The setup is rejected by Bowen. Harper now. Long kick caught by Brennan. A pair of tremendous saves by the junior goaltender keeps this game within reach for Westerly. And that one's immediately launched out of play. The toss in. Headed over and kicked away just in the nick of time. Contreras gives it right back to the Falcons. Heavy pressure from Maynard. And that one's fed for a breakaway. 2 Falcons wide open. And the shot is good. The captain, Sadie Butler, adds a 3rd goal as Cranston West jumps ahead early in the first. Valiant effort there by Sienna Matthew. Almost got there in time.
Scored by number 19, Mila Rico.
Or excuse me, that was Mila Rico. Mila Rico, excuse me, the sophomore on that breakaway. He knew just when to shoot it beyond Sienna Matthew. Westerly in a 3-0 hole. Maynard goes down, and that'll draw a whistle. And the Bulldogs will take over. And it bounces out of play. I want to take a moment for a quick mention. Coastline window treatments. The weather is getting cooler. Keep your house the perfect temperature inside all year long with honeycomb shades and more. Call today at 401-345-6532. That's 401-345-6532. And I can tell you our camera operator, Caleb Bufanacci, and I certainly wish we could use some help from Coastline window treatments, as we could use some shade here in the heat, but never too early to start thinking about how cold it's going to get here in the winter. That one's fed across. Another wide open breakaway. On the run is Chase once again. Chase, the shot is just barely saved. Excuse me, that was Maddie Dinceris on that breakaway, not Chase. But the story there is Phoebe Brennan. A tremendous save, diving out to tap it just out of play beyond the post. Falcons take over. Shot across, racing for it, Brennan. Putting a preemptive stop to any attack. High kick. Batted down. Kicked overhead and almost kept in play by a frustrated Sienna Fasano. Tough effort there for Fasano. The toss in. Kicked straight up by Maynard. Fasano fighting for control, but it's kicked away by DeLuca. And that one rolls out of play for Alvino to take control of. Fighting for control was Danica Jarrett. Maynard takes control. Maynard with a cut move. Racing ahead, but she's overrun by Harper Cone. And it's smacked back out of play. Tossing is Jarrett. Jarrett trying to cross over. Feed inside is stifled. It's poked away. Trying to survive is Contreras. She's swarmed. It's kicked back out, and saving the possession is Bowen. But it's going to trickle on down to Killy. Who's going to take a moment and toss it out. A long punt. Bounces beyond midfield. On the run now is Amia Krama. She sets it up. The shot is a can of corn for Phoebe Brennan. Prevents a third goal from going in for Cranston West. High punt over the head of Maynard. Takes a bounce. Nina looking for it, but it's kicked away by Blanchette. Trying to set up is Cromartie. And the ball rolls out of play. 19:21 to go here in the first half. Harper Kahn squeaks on through, and it is kicked away by Bowen. Bulldogs take over. On the run, Maynard with a little slice and dice. The ball bounces away. Abigail Frias will give way to Caroline Curran. Way out there by the houses on the Babcock side of the field. Beautiful start to the school year here. Great temperatures, sunny skies, with just enough breeze to remind you that school is back. And both these teams playing as if they've been back. Recovery there by Jarrett. Fighting for it, Jarrett. Fighting inside Contreras, and it is kicked away. Now back in play. A nice cut there by Maynard. Keeps the ball before it's kicked away to the outside of the attacking zone, and it rolls out of play on a tap by Molly Alvino. Falcons take over about midfield. Violet Puckett, the junior, is going to toss it in momentarily. High kick. Bounces over one head. A strike goes wide off the leg of Cromartie. Amaya Cromartie. Kicking it just too wide. High kick. Set up around midfield. Punted over by Alvino. Racing over was Iliano, but she couldn't keep up. Maynard takes over again. Iliano tap over to Fasano, or it rolls out of play. Maynard getting ready for a big kick here, trying to keep Westerly in this one. Punted high into a field of Falcons. Wrestling for control is Emily Costa. Lands just in front, almost a perfect setup for Danica Jarrett. High kick lands about the 50 in midfield. Alvino over to Matthew. Matthew cuts to her left, finds Maynard. Maynard swings back right. Trying to weave between two defenders. She can't. But she's able to poke it back out before it goes all off of the Falcons. The effort rewarded for Maynard. But the Falcons will still toss out. Maynard long toss in between some defenders. Jarrett.
Out.
As the ball bounces behind the net, and the Falcons will take over again. Last few years have been prosperous for the Bulldogs. They were bumped up to Division II last year after making it to 2 consecutive Division III championship games. They won it in 2023, after which they were brought up to Division II, where they once again made it to the championships. And that title was the first state championship ever for girls soccer in Westerly. So really a golden age here of Westerly girls soccer. A wide open lane for Fasano, trying to continue that luck, and it's kicked away. Shouldn't say luck, but more run of success. And it's hard to judge the success of the season based on one game, and let alone one half. These Bulldogs are a confident group. They've seen success, and if there's any group that can hang in there with a D1 opponent and get their way back into this game, it's these Westerly Bulldogs. As you saw, they finally got a nice setup there for Fasano, so a potential breakthrough coming on this toss, which finds Iliano. The ball bounces all the way out, recovered by Bowen. Bowen on the run. Over to Jarrett. Jarrett rounds the corner, sets it up off a leg of a Falcon. Right out in front, Fasano falls down. Iliano weaves it back to Fasano, who goes down. And the Falcons take over. The best look Westerly has gotten offensively is not over yet, as they're right back in front. Fasano cuts back out to the right, is bumped away. That kick stifled on a stop by Caroline Curran. And the ball rolls out again. Westerly not giving up on this possession. Iliano heads out to the corner to make the corner kick. Fasano was right in front of the net with the ball. This Falcons defense is a tough one. Let's see if they can squeak by here. It's slapped up and away by Emma Kiley. Bounced right in front. The head tap just goes too high. But that was right before a whistle blew. Maynard leaves it for Fasano. Fasano trying to keep up the momentum, but it's given right back as Puckett took over. Back to Bowen. Bowen, a long pass, finds a Falcon. On the run. Amaya can't get through. That's about the third time Cromartie has had a rush like that, and they've been getting stifled each time. Feed across. Jarrett gets taken down by Skylar Russo. And it's deemed a Cranston West ball. Long feed across. Blanchett lets it go, and Kylie will take over. Pluck it now. Nice pass is kicked away, and the Bulldogs take over. Jarrett feeds it out in front, but too far in front of Fasano. But Fasano recovers anyway. She's on the left side with a bit of space, trying to outrun her defender. The feed across is scooped up by Kylie. Rolls it on out, where it finds Ashwin Renaud. This is Caleb's first ever game behind the lens, and he's doing amazing. We want to give him a shout out. And we want to shout out our producer, Ben Barber, as well, making this possible here on 321 Media. Caleb, a former soccer player himself. So a great first assignment from the Westerly grad and the former soccer player. That ball's tapped out of play. Bulldogs have maintained momentum for about the last 15 minutes, have not been able to score. But this is a big opportunity for them, as they'll have a kick from about the 33. Long shot. Maynard was stifled by a defender. Falcons take over again. Maynard stuffs an attack, but a little too much force on the kick of Renaud there. Long feed, almost too far. Russo trying to recover, but Brendan gets there first and kicks it out of play. So it should be a corner kick or a toss of some sort here. And it will be a toss for the Falcons, looking for more. Nice steal there by Sienna Fasano. Iliano threads the needle, gets it back to Fasano. Beauty of a pass there, but Cone overruns her. Russo stuffed on a big hit there. Fans for both teams loud and proud here. Day after Labor Day. Getting in the soccer games while the weather's still nice. "71 degrees here at Salagiri Field. Not a cloud in sight." Westerly trying to prevent this rush, and it's smacked out of play. Fasano, nice little fake move all the way on the left side. Cuts to the middle, and that is prevented by Harper Cone. She's had a few big stops today, the captain has. Alvino weaves it over for Renaud. Maynard gives it a bump and takes over. Nice steal there. Maynard cutting towards the middle of the field. Had a pass that was looking for Iliano, but instead found Falcons.
Get on point, let's go!
Matthew, long kick. directly to Butler. That ball rolls out of play. Pisano trickles it into Maynard. Butler's going to race this one down and tap it out of play before Jarrett can get there. As a young fan was pleading to go to the playground here. It's basically been a playground for Cranston West so far, offensively having their way, but the Bulldogs are surging back. Trying to play around with the Falcons defense here. Jarrett throws overhead. Large sky-high kick is deflected away. That was Contreras on the kick intended for Jarrett. Juliana Jarrett, that is. I should start mentioning the first names, as there are two. One of them, Danica, the senior captain, and Juliana, a freshman. You could assume siblings, but I don't have that definitively. But in this town, a lot of siblings play on the same teams. It's almost a Westerly tradition. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Bulldogs with yet another possession, still looking for their first score. Long kick. Slapped right back by Blanchette. Cranston West corrals it. Looking to feed it out of trouble is Julia Dorsey. Long kick out in front, but too hard for anybody to get. Brennan scoops that one up before any trouble can come of it. Maynard slaps it back to midfield. Recovered by Jarrett. It's trickled through the legs. And recovered by Slaughter. Butler slaps it out in front, looking for Carrero, but it rolls on over to Phoebe Brennan, who had a rough start to this game but has really settled in. First game between the pipes here of the season. The ball goes out of bounds again. 2:25 to go in the half. And the ball slaps continue to wind down, and while it does, we want to give a shout out to Evering Electric, a family-owned and operated electrical contracting company based in Pawcatuck, Connecticut. They take pride in working on large and small residential and commercial projects. Let Irving Electric help you tackle your project. Call 860-495-5169. And if you haven't seen the Irving Electric van around Westerly, I don't think you've been here for more than an hour, because I feel like I see one of their trucks just about daily on their way to new projects and helping out people with their needs. One of the most creative logos I've ever seen, I must say, with the E in the blank space of the logo as Carrero finds blank space in front of the net, but it's recovered by Brennan. What a rush there by Brooklyn Carrero. Almost had her second goal of this game. So again, that's Evering Electric Call 860-495-5169. And you'll have one of those cleverly designed vans on their way to your house when you need them most. What Westerly needs most right now is a stop as another rush is on the way for the Falcons. Right in front, the shot goes through the legs and it's good. Late in the first half, the Falcons add some insurance. It's 4-0. Looked like it was Jillian Langley on that one. Senior captain. Wait for confirmation.
West goal scored by number 19, Mila Rico.
I was far off again. It was Rico. 2 goals, neither of them I called correctly as hers. And that will do it for the first half. Dominance from Cranston West as they lead 4-0. We will be back for the halftime show, which will be brought to you by Dime Bank. But stay with us here on 321 Media as we hit the half.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hi, I'm AJ Trust.
And I'm Jeff Swiderski with AndyMac Home Mortgage's Momentum Group, your trusted partner in the home buying process.
At AndyMac, we can strengthen your offer with our innovative program, Cash to Keys, giving you a competitive edge by allowing you to make a cash offer on your new home.
Together, we've helped over 1,000 families move into their dream homes, and we'd love to do the same for you.
Give us a call today at 401-486-0853 to get started.
Bring the kids. Bring Grandma and Grandpa. Heck, bring everyone. And come to the Misquamicut Fall Fest in Westerly, September 12th, 13th, and 14th at Misquamicut State Beach. You'll find an array of great food trucks, arts and craft vendors, games, rides, wrestling, and a Ferris wheel with panoramic views. Plus, tons of great entertainment all weekend long on the main stage. It's an amazing endless summer at Misquamicut Beach with Fall Fest. Misquamicut.org.
Wood River Health provides medical, dental, and behavioral health care to over 10,000 people a year, even when they can't afford to pay for the care they need. The cost of providing health care services has increased, and the grant funding we receive doesn't fully cover the cost of patient care. We, like other community health centers across the country, count on community support to keep our doors open. With your help, we can keep serving as a safety net for your neighbors. Will you help us invest in our mission? provides medical, dental, and behavioral health care to over 10,000 people a year, even when they can't afford to pay for the care they need. The cost of providing healthcare services has increased, and the grant funding we receive doesn't fully cover the cost of patient care. We, like other community health centers across the country, count on community support to keep our doors open. With your help, we can keep serving as a safety net for your neighbors. Will you help us invest in our mission?
I'm Dale Sold, the owner of Shoreline Painting and Cabinet Refinishing. My vision for the company has always been to elevate paint contracting. When you call, you get a live person. Typically, we have estimates out the same day. We have really good communication with our customers daily. We make sure you're completely happy before we leave the project. We service residential and commercial customers. The commercial work we do is typically more community-oriented. We just completed a expansion of our shop. We added 3 more spray booths to allow us to increase capacity. You can find us at 77 Stillman Ave in Pawcatuck. You can find us on our website at shorelinepaintingri.com, or you can call the office 401-834-1684 to book an estimate.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. It's who we are. Local communities made up of customers, families, and friends. Business owners invested in helping their communities thrive. Dedicated employees committed to giving back in ways that go beyond banking. If your banking relationship leaves you wanting more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Moving doesn't have to be stressful. Whether it's across town or just across the hall, no job is too big or too small for Easy Does It Moving and More. Sean and his team put people first, making your move safe, smooth, and stress-free from start to finish. For a move made simple, go with the name that says it all. Easy Does It Moving and More. Call us today at 401-545-6078 or go to easydoesitmoving.com.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
You don't have to worry. Just cue me in.
Welcome to the Westerly Bulldogs halftime show, which is brought to you by our friends at Dime Bank, located conveniently in the heart of Westerly at 131 Franklin Street. Visit Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. And I was stumbling through that because I was just so excited to have our cameraman Caleb Upinacci on for the halftime show, because we went to break and Caleb was breaking down exactly what happened. I was like, save this for the show. Caleb, welcome on. And what were you seeing there from Cranston West and Westerly?
Yes, thank you, Andrew. Sorry I waited for that. I didn't want to throw you to the wolves here, but basically what I'm seeing is, Cranston West, they have a great offensive scheme going, but all that really starts in the defense. Really what they're doing is the defense is very calm because there's not much pressure put on them from the Westerly offense here. They have time at the goal kicks. They have time at the free kicks. They have time even when their keeper comes out of the box and picks up the ball for a punt. They have consistent options and they have a lot of time. Really what we need to do here, if I'm Westerly, what we need to do here is just put more pressure on them. They need to really, come forward with their speed. Their offensive plays aren't bad at all. It's really just a matter of time. They have the right ideas pushing as a team. They just need to do it quickly. They need to get more open in the wide lanes, have their guys be open, just take it downfield with like a give and go sort of thing. you know, there's a lot of different things here that they're doing right. Like, I love the footwork, I love the spacing. Even some of their defensive plays have been really good. It's just, it comes down to speed. The Cranston offense has really just taken them and kind of made them really work for those defensive plays that they have stopped. So I think once Westerly turns up the speed a little bit, I think we'll start seeing answers for those goals.
Halfway through the first half, you saw Westerly start to pick up some momentum. Was there anything in particular that you think caused that?
Yeah, I think once those first 2 goals, which happened in like the first 3 or 4 minutes.
First like 15 minutes.
Yeah. First 15 minutes. So those things were like, okay, we're kind of settling in. I think towards the beginning of like when the 3rd goal happened, I believe that Westerly kind of realized they need to move a little quicker, and that's when we got a couple of the offensive pushes that we got with the strikers and the midfielders kind of moving together, and we just need to see a little bit more, I think from both sides, like some quicker crosses, but that's what Cranston, I believe, has been doing better than Westerly at the moment here. We'll see, hopefully they'll pick that up as the second half is about to begin. Waiting for them to cut back to the field. But
yeah, I'm fascinated to hear that you considered the, and you've played soccer, I haven't, you've watched it more. I was considering the Cranston West defense to be stifling them, and to hear that they're chilling, it's Westerly's lack of timing is good to know and puts this game in a new lens.
Yeah, really what they're doing there, the fact that they're able to chill out and just kind of take their time. You know, we see a lot of from their goal kicks, they have a man on short, they have a man on midfield, and they have a traditional, you know, you got your people down the sides. They can do whatever they want because they don't have as much pressure as you might want from Westerly here to kind of contest them and make them get rid of the ball quicker.
Well, it looks like the Falcons are heading back on the field, so that'll do it for the Westerly Bulldogs halftime show. Again, is brought to you by our friends at Dime Bank, located conveniently right in the heart of Westerly at 131 Franklin Street. Visit Dime Bank. Community banking lives here, and we'll keep Caleb's mic on for any other insights he has into the final 40 minutes of this game here. Bulldogs trot back onto the field. Again, your goals were scored by Brooklyn Carrero with 38 minutes to go in the first, and then Sania Chase, 32 minutes to go in the first, and then the last 2 were both scored by Mila Rico, the sophomore. One with 24 minutes to go and one with 2 minutes. So the news has been the sophomore 1 goal away from a hat trick. Westerly will kick off. It's Gianna Contreras.
Yeah, another thing I'd like to mention, Andrew, I noticed now that it's halftime, obviously they switch sides and attack the goals. I think Westerly not having the sun in their eyes when they're going on the offense here will help out a lot. It'll definitely make it easier to kind of line your passes, as here's a good-looking drive here. If they can get across.
Matthew on the far right side. Swarm 2 defenders for the Falcons there.
Quick throw and come in. Good pressure, like I was saying. This is the momentum they need.
It's quickly scooped up by Emma Kiley, but the Bulldogs take it right back. Slapped right back out of play again. A nice recovery there for the Bulldogs. Looked like it was Bowen before Maynard slapped it right back. Bowen looking for a wide open Matthew. Matthew on the far right side. The cross is headed out by Butler just before it looked like Iliano could get her head on it, and the Falcons take over.
See, that's what I like to see with those types of sort of situations, because they're making good use of their space. They're getting someone out wide to cross it in, and their defense even there, they were coming up and not letting the defenders have as many options as where they could go both on the field. Oh,
wide open miss there from the Falcons. Harper Cone had a 2-on-1 with Brennan. Looked like it was hers for the taking. A slide by Brennan went too far, but the shot by Cone just missed by a hair. Even though she had another attacker with her, that's a huge break for the Bulldogs.
let me just say that was excellent goalkeeping right there. She came out and she got down right when the shot came down, which ended up, making the ball bounce just enough to not have the accuracy it needed to go into the net. That was beautiful goaltending if I've seen it.
After allowing 2 early goals, Phoebe Brennan, the junior, has been tremendous. Just sparing the Bulldogs from another goal allowed. Ball in play midfield, contested, and a whistle blows. Falcons almost had their 5th insurance goal, which reminds me that this game is indeed brought to you by Lathrop Insurance, serving their community since 1939. Whether you have personal, commercial insurance needs, Lathrop Insurance always answers the call. 401-596-2525.
Speaking of answer the call, Westerly has really turned up the heat here with their both offense and defense being a lot more aggressive, a bit more physical, which don't let people tell you it's always a bad thing. You need to be smart about it, but I like what Westerly's doing here. Just really getting their feet on the ball, really taking control, trying to get passes. I believe it'll start working out well for them.
It's Maynard again, snaking her way out of trouble. And that feed instead goes to Blanchette, who takes over for the Falcons. Dorsey, long kick. An open lane is eliminated by Fasano. Great defense there by Sienna Fasano to eliminate a breakaway by Chase. Julian Langley, the captain, going to toss out over the head of Maynard, but finds a Bulldog anyway, at least for the moment. Taken right back by Cone. Cone loses it. Back and forth they go. Westerly trying to get out of trouble. Carrero already has a goal today, swarming the Bulldogs, and it's forced out of play.
Yeah, Cranston here really trying to take advantage here of the throw-ins because I believe it has been a while. It has been ages since I have played soccer, but back when I played, I remember them not having the onside or the offsides rules once a throw-in was in place, so you could really get a good breakaway there. If you throw it deep and past the last defender, it's not going to be fouled against you.
Kicked out of play there by Mila Rico, the 2-time goal scorer today. Gives up control, but the Falcons get it right back, and they're on the rush. That one's fed between 2 defenders. Open chance, but not before Phoebe Brennan gets the big stop.
Again, another set of just excellent goaltending there. She knew when exactly to come out and get her hands on the ball and, get her team out of the danger that they were in right there on the defense. Have a goal kick.
Goal kick finds midfield. It's headed out by the Falcons. It goes right back, Matthew, on the header. Bulldogs can't seem to escape midfield, but Maynard's going to try, and she does. Eliano kicks it back a little too hard, which gave Carrero enough time to catch up before the ball is out. And the Falcons take over.
Jack, let's go!
Whiff on a kick there. Bulldogs get it back, but Cranston West takes control immediately. Nice stop there by Maynard, who takes over. Nice pass there. Goes right back to Contreras, but a little too hard off the legs, and it rolls out of play. Matthew gives it up.
Good job, Mila.
Lucia Matthew, the freshman, hit off a body, so Cranston West will take over.
Yep. Gonna have a little free kick down the line here. Great hit.
An even better header, though, to prevent some real damage that could have been done out there. Bowen on that stop. Brennan with a great stop there, foreseeing trouble and preventing it. Matthew feeds out in front, intended for Contreras, but the Falcons' defense was too quick there. And it goes out of play. Another instance like Caleb was talking about during our Dime Bank halftime show where the Bulldogs were just a step behind.
They're definitely a lot more efficient on those offensive pushes, though. I really feel like the heat's been turned up.
That was one of the first shots on goal the Bulldogs have had in a long time, and it came off the foot of Bryn Maynard. The junior's been everywhere today. I feel like I've been saying her name all game long. But the Bulldogs are still scoreless here. Again, it's 4-0. Division I Cranston West trying to start their tough schedule with a win. Bulldogs, meanwhile, in their second year of D2 soccer, after being crowned the D3 champs in 2023, and the ref takes a tumble there.
Ooh. Hope he's all right. Looks good.
It's a little close to the edge there. Over by Babcock. And I'm realizing I've been saying this is the first day of school because I know it is for college, but I'm not sure. Do you know if have these high school kids been back at school?
Now, don't quote me, but I believe it was their first day because at least when we went, Andrew, I believe we went back after Labor Day, right?
That was so long ago, I don't remember.
Yeah, we're too old now.
I believe, if you want to feel old, I think this is the first Westerly High School class that doesn't have a single person from when we were there. I believe we've officially gone through all the class rotations since our time, as we're both class of 21. As that ball bounces out of play.
Well, it's a good thing, you know, there's some young blood here, and you can definitely see that on the field from both sides. Both sides are showing a lot of hustle. Westerly is making the Cranston defense, you know, work for their score here.
Matthew's going to watch that one go as there was a bit too much sauce on the kick. Ref blew his whistle for a moment there.
I think he was checking if one of the coaches wanted to get a sub in. Doesn't look like it will be happening, though.
Some laughs coming from the midfield portion of Cranston West players. They're having a grand old time over there, which you can afford to do if you're up 4-0 with only a half hour to go. Playful shoving going on.
Definitely some conflict down there. I wonder if Westerly can take advantage of that.
I don't know if you caught what the clapping was about.
Unfortunately, I missed it.
I didn't see a sub come on.
Bear with me here. The sun is bearing its rays into my eyes.
And it's a factor for these players as well here on the hill.
I remember those days. It was the worst when we were on defense here, and I had a pressure, you know, I had two midfielders coming down doing a give and go, and the sun was just blaring in, and I didn't know where to kick it.
Maynard with a little chip that goes too far, and I'm getting notification that if we talk about being old one more time, we're fired, as class of 2021 kids talking about being old is not making some of our viewers too happy.
Apologies. Well, like I said before, that Westerly offense is certainly not old, as they keep the pressure on.
This is Maynard on that pass again, as this one's going to roll right to Brennan. We got some of Maynard's stats here. Over her career, she has played 38 games, 58 shots, 35 points, 13 goals, and 0.3 goals per game, 9 assists. And keep in mind, Maynard is just starting her junior year, so that's all over 2 seasons. 8 goals as a freshman, which is just ridiculous. She scored goals in half of the games she played, because she only played 16. So Maynard is going to look to be a key piece to a Bulldogs team that is littered with juniors and seniors. There she is, Maynard with the steal. She's got options here, a trio of strikers. An attack coming. Iliano's shot is scooped up by Kylie. I think...
Quick release from the keeper here.
Maybe the second time that Westerly shot directly to the keeper. And you see some of the size difference going on here. Some of these freshmen, and you see the seniors overpowering them. Plays a factor in high school sports. You have people fresh off of being 14 or 15 playing with nearly 18-year-olds. Factor to consider for matchups. Long kick. They go back and forth. Trying to get there is Contreras. Contreras smacked it away for a moment. Now it's set up for Jarrett. Jarrett on the left side. Couldn't cut past Blanchett. Caitlin Blanchett fulfilling her duties as captain today. And we want to thank Greg the Voice Morano for those stats from Maynard.
There's a good cross opportunity there. You said you want to create that space. You want to have those opportunities line up. And if it backfires, look, you might get a corner kick here as Westerly takes one there.
Fed inside, the shot is a bit too far. It looked like it was Isabella Nina. Too soft and too wide on the cross there from Sienna Matthew. It was originally fielded by Kylie, the goaltender. Maynard taking over again. If you're Westerly, you need a miracle to win, but you can at least hope to get something on the board to start your season. But now wide open, 2 attackers for the Falcons. Cross incoming, but it goes right to Brennan. Brennan has been nails ever since about halfway through that first half.
What a great read from the keeper there. I'm at the risk of sounding like a broken record. She knew when to come out, when to get herself down to block that shot and keep it safe, not allow another goal there. That was a great offensive breakaway from Cranston with a huge cross opportunity, covered well by the Westerly defenders.
Long feed across, instead goes to Lucia Matthew. She's overrun. An attack there is stopped on a great defensive play by Rose Bowen in the nick of time. Getting a leg in the way and saving the Bulldogs from being down 5.
Those saves are kind of the best feelings you can get as a defender there. Just right in the nick of time, you got your feet planted in just the right spot so it can get out. No damage can be done. Definitely worth the corner kick.
High kick is tapped away, bounced right back and into the arms of Brennan. To play defense here and to be a captain, you've got to have great decision-making skills like Rose Bowen did on that play. And one of the best decisions you can make is checking out the Bob Valenti family of dealerships. Looking for the best deal on a great or new or used car? Visit bobvalenti.com or visit any one of their locally trusted dealerships in the area. That's where I got my car, and I'm sure great decision makers like Bowen love to shop at Valeni. Bowen's a senior, so I think that's the time you get a car. I think that's when I got my car. A lot of these players at that age. Free kick coming for the Bulldogs. Looking for Maynard. It's headed in the direction of the goal before Langley on the size mismatch there with Matthew. That shot is wide. Achilles still took a dive.
That's great hustle there, both from the attacker there and the keeper. Because from up here, that looks good. A little bit wide, but certainly worth taking the shot there.
Overrun there. Cranston West takes over. Fighting for control, Maynard. Maynard gets it back. Facilitating the offense once again. Weaves it through. It's Matthew. Matthew swatted away by Langley. And I was just going to say this, Langley and Matthew has been a mismatch all game long, size-wise. I mean, you could see it. Langley just able to overpower and outrun her every time because of the height difference and the size difference there. Something Westerly will have to overcome.
I like that reset there by the Westerly offense. They got it back to, I believe, their center back, and she was able to help reset her team, get them into a more ideal attacking position. You know, they can't be afraid to use them. It's definitely a key here as to why the Cranston defense has had to work a lot more than they did in the first half.
Long high kick is going to be retrieved by Langley. Langley, feed set up to Dean Saris. And now an attack coming, Harper Kahn. The shot goes high and wide. More on that, the mismatch there. You've seen it with a few of the players, and that's in large part because of the differences in division here. Again, Cranston West is Division 1. Westerly's only in its second year of being Division 2. And like Caleb said, despite what the scoreboard might say, it's not a terribly mismatched game in terms of the play, even though some of those individual matchups may be.
I agree with you, Andrew. I really think Westerly has turned up the heat. And I think a lot of those goals just came from, you know, the early blitzes and very, very talented pushes there from the Cranston offense.
Fed to midfield. Fighting for control is Fasano. Chasing it down now is Bowen. Bowen cuts back. Ooh, overpowered there, Fitch. Breakaway. Shot off the crossbar of the football goalpost. Wow. That was Harper Cohn, the captain. She's getting ready for football season early, and if you want to stay on top of all the college and NFL action, you can listen to Ken Collins as he and his crew every Saturday morning talk sports at 8 a.m. on Sports Open Mic live on 321. It's brought to you by Toscano's Men's Shop, Pat's Auto Center, Woodman Sea Insurance, and Hilltop Cafe. And we are honored to be streaming this from the booth where the legend Ken Collins has called games for years. You won't want to miss his takes as NFL Week 1 commences. Westerly midfield. It's taken over by Kahn again. Kahn had 2 chances at goals early. She's going to take the high road and give it up, but Brennan smacked it out. And if you're looking for more football content, my show, Fiore Calls Game, is going to be 3 times a week, especially with Wednesdays like tomorrow being the guest shows. We're having John Rook, the voice of the Providence Friars and the former PA announcer of the New England Patriots and a columnist at the Providence Journal, joining us tomorrow at 1 p.m. So you're going to want to tune into that one. And then our NFL preview show will be Friday at 1. So listen to those, as well as Sports Open Mic. Again, Sports Open Mic, 8 a.m., brought to you by Toscano's, Pat's Auto Center, Woodmanchi Insurance, and Hilltop Cafe. Sports are back, Caleb. Full swing. You got games every day here on 321 and sports talk to pair with it.
Oh yeah, I was seeing last night when I was out to eat, there was talks of the upcoming NHL season. It's really that time of the year.
Yeah, NHL and NBA back. Baseball's still in full play. Our Mets are up 1-0 on a Pete Alonso home run.
You love to hear it.
Absolutely, but Westerly's not loving to hear this attack, but they're able to swat it out.
Let me add to that Westerly defense has really stepped up here. I remember from, when I played, they would always say on defense, outside and up. You want to take the ball outside and get it down the field up, and if you can't, kick it out, and that's what Westerly's been doing. It's always better to risk a throw-in than, obviously take a goal. So they're playing a lot more tactically, and I really think it's paying off for them. I don't know about what you think, Andrew, but I've really seen the sparks come alive here.
Yeah, I mean, the scoreboard's not showing the results, but that doesn't mean it's not working. That one bounces high in front of the net.
That was a great cross. It's where you want to be, where you want to send the ball so your team can hopefully get a drive going and send it in, but unfortunately Westerly could not there.
We're hitting that time of day where the sun's starting to go down behind the trees and the sunglasses come off.
Must be nice, Andrew.
Caleb's still struggling standing up there. Now a fresh breakaway for Cranston West, taking her time, taking the shot, but it's Phoebe Brennan with another tremendous save, but it's given right back to the Falcons. What a tremendous save there by Fasano. My goodness.
Wow, that was spectacular keeper defense chemistry right there. She got in front of it. It wasn't out of the danger zone yet, but her defender came in, kicked it out. They got it back, and she blocked it using her body. That was excellent. That's what you want to do. You just want to get in front of the ball at all times.
This time it's Harper Kahn. She's had 2 close chances. It's the 3rd time that she passes, and it's fired wide. That again is Cromartie. Amaya Cromartie was the one on that attack moments ago, and the one who saw those 2 tremendous saves. So the last 3 shots, great chances for the sophomore Cromartie that were just stifled 3 in a row. That defense for Westerly really stepping up here. Crosses in, tapped out of play again by Fasano.
Post hit there, but from an excellent shot from Cranston. But they got out of that situation as the defender steps up to take a goal kick here.
Whistle blows, kick is set. It's going to be Bowen. Short one intended for Matthew. She's overwhelmed by Russo. Matthew's another player, Sienna Matthew, the junior who we've been calling her name all day. It's really been her, Fasano, Maynard doing a lot of the offensive lifting with some help from Rose Bowen on that tremendous stop earlier, now on this kick here. Iliano as well. A little trickler is offside.
Yeah, see, that's what you want to do on defense. You know, give them as little room as possible to create plays. And I saw that with that defensive line being so far up.
Line drive kick straight to midfield is recovered by Jarrett, another player whose name. There's been, I shouldn't have even started the sentence another player we've been calling the name, because everybody's really been putting in the effort here.
Certainly, certainly. A lot of big list of names you've been saying there. Everyone's been getting involved on the action, especially in the second half.
A lot of siblings too here. The Fazzanos, Alyssa Fazzano, Sienna Fazzano, Sienna Mateo. I swear, just had it. Lucia Mateo. It's all in the family here. Danica Jarrett, Juliana Jarrett. Vittoria Iliano, Gia Iliano. And again, we can't. We have no confirmation on the siblings things, but it's an assumption.
It's not uncommon here, as you said earlier. Westerly tradition.
I mean, so many siblings, so many great names played here. Legends like Jack Healy, the former Westerly goalkeeper.
Yes, yeah. I had the pleasure of playing with them for several years.
Absolutely tremendous keeper.
I must say he's one of the only reasons why I'm so confident saying with the complimenting the keepers on both teams here, really coming out and providing some good defense. I learned a lot.
You know, you see the results of high school sports come out in the real world beyond school beyond high school, as Healy actually is getting his doctorate right now at UConn already. Class of 21 again, and he's already out there getting a doctorate. So, I mean, these high school sports experiences give you a lot of the chemistry, the teamwork, a lot of bonding skills, and Westerly High School can lead you to tremendous places if you let it.
Yeah, no, we really, I feel like there was always an emphasis put on how hard you have to work, and I think the school really does a good job of enforcing that through the athletics.
We just hit 7 o'clock here, an hour and a half into the game, and the clock is winding down to 11 minutes and 15 seconds almost. You'll have to stick around for the Coastal Graphics postgame show. And here our player of the game, presented by Ed French and Son, which they just redid my driveway, by the way, and they did a fantastic job. I don't know if you've, I think you have been to my house since then. It's totally redone, widened. Great for my brother to play sports on with me.
That's excellent. That's what you want to hear.
Ed French, they were the nicest people. Ed French, just amazing work by them. We've got a great roster of sponsors, man. You heard from Lathrop, who's the presenting sponsor. Remember our pregame show by Redstone? I've gotten work done there. They've treated me well. Dime Bank, again, right in the heart of Westerly. Coastal Graphics. And Ed French and Son. That's a great starting 5 right there for you. For Westerly Sports here on 321 Media.
There's another offsides call by the ref. Westerly really pushing up, turning on the offensive flame here.
There you go, B.
Looking for something on the scoreboard to show for it.
What a great, boot downfield to get it back into the attacking side for Westerly here. Cranston answers with good defense.
Fired to the corner. It's going to be tossed out by number 24, and you'll have to bear with me. There is no 24 on my roster. Looks like she's coming out of the game anyway.
couple of substitutions here, Andrew.
Looks like Gia Iliano, one of those siblings we mentioned, and you know, this is one of the harder parts of calling girls sports is that oftentimes the hair blocks the numbers, but I see Isabella Wheeler. So a pair of freshmen coming in here in the final 9 minutes.
I think that, you know, it could be good to have some different blood to, you know, spark up maybe an offensive push here.
Nice steal there. Bowen taking over. Feeds it to Iliano. Before it drifts away to Blanchfield. Perhaps she's reinvigorated by her sister joining her. Another nice steal for the Bulldogs. Long feed out in front. Matthew just misses by a hair. Man, this Bulldogs team will not quit.
It's incredibly unfortunate there. That was a great cross, great pass, great execution. They just couldn't find the net there. And that happens a lot of the time, you know? Sometimes you can do everything right and it just won't go your way. But the important part is there's some extreme hustle from both sides as we get down to the last 8 minutes. And that's really impressive.
Yeah, it's not too often the best shot look comes in the final minutes of a 4-0 loss. That's something that's encouraging, honestly, if you're Westerly. Here comes an attack from the Falcons, wide open again. What does Brennan have? A tremendous stop again, but nothing she can do there to prevent Amaya Cromartie from finally breaking through and adding that 5th goal.
It's a great response to Westerly's aggression there, taking it down the field, running as fast as you can, getting to that open net. And still, I still think the keeper there came out, did her job. It's just an unfortunate thing where the defense couldn't reclaim that ball once it was loose.
Yeah, I mean, Brennan did everything she could. She went all out for that ball, but Cromartie was right there. She had been knocking on the door of scoring this whole second half at least. Now Matthew trying to push in, but Jillian Langley prevents her. Matthew not relenting here as it bounces out of play again. 7 minutes to play. Sal Algieri Field. Cranston West, again, a Division I opponent for these Bulldogs, which are in their 2nd year of Division II soccer. What a rise this program has experienced. Iliano jabbing, cutting over to Matthew. Matthew fighting for control. She wouldn't quit there. Felicio forced it out.
Some good footwork there by the Westerly offense. Just couldn't break through the Cranston defense here. But they're certainly making them work this half.
The sun has finally dipped on the tip of the last tree here. I don't know if you're still dogged by the sun, but
it's certainly better. It's mostly out of my eyes.
Pressure here from Westerly again. High kick by the younger Iliano before it sails out. Gia Iliano back at it again. Cromartie takes over. Long feed is stopped by Bowen. Takes a weird bounce. The Bulldogs recover.
Excellent control there. You know, you don't want to hack at those types of things.
Matthew, a chance all alone, but it's stifled by Killy.
Like I had been saying about Westerly, that was good goalkeeping. She came out, got her hands around it, and it was safe.
That ball's going to sail out of play. Hazel Giversini, her first action as she tosses it out.
Great throw down the line.
Isabella Wheeler racing over. The freshman to freshman here. Matthew, the feed across Deliano. The shot is saved. Juliana Jarrett almost had the first goal for the Bulldogs. They just will not stop.
Such a great drive there, you know, textbook offense. That's the type of things you plan for.
Breakaway. Cromartie again gets the juke and gets goal number 2. Amaya Cromartie, after being on the doorstep all game long, has 2 in the final few minutes here. Cranston West goes up 6-0.
I gotta say, I respect Westerly here for having holding their head up high. You know, they're still playing to the very end. That's not something you can say that a lot of teams do, especially down by a deficit of 6.
I mean, this feels more like a 4-2 game, say, than a 6-0 game.
The hustle from both teams at this point in the game is still very impressive to me.
To play up to a Division I opponent here is, I mean, an encouraging sign to say the least.
No, that's good, because even if this does end in a loss, it's still only the first game, and they have the right attitude to never stop hustling, even if it's in a situation like this.
I mean, think about starting your season against a D1 opponent. Again, just 2 years removed from being D3.
Yes, no, that's very impressive. That's very impressive. And they're really, if they end up having to play a couple more D1 opponents, that'll be great experience. Then when they face a fellow D2 opponent, it'll be very easy for them to maybe get some offensive drives and some goals, and I think it's good experience at the end of the day.
Brennan scoops it up. Just under 3 minutes to go here. Westerly will now earn points for every win Cranston West gets throughout the season thanks to the new RPI ranking system. Kind of like how you see college football weighted. When you beat a better opponent in a higher rank, the RPI, if Cranston West continues to play how they've looked today, Westerly will get a lot of credit for battling these Falcons.
That's good there. That would be very much fair and reflect their efforts they've had from the first second of the game to now.
Remember to stay tuned for the Westerly Bulldogs Postgame Show, brought to you by Coastal Graphics. Westerly hoping still to tack one on. Langley, long feet across, once again to Cromartie. Has hat trick on the mind.
She can see, she had a look down there on their left side, the left winger, waving for that ball, but she could not get it here as they reset to the defense.
Gervasini almost got a look at it, and you, again, love to see that these freshmen are getting experience playing D1 opponent. This is your future here. We hit the 2-minute mark. The throw coming from Giversini is smacked right back out of play.
They'll do it again.
Another header past Wheeler. Wheeler is fed over. Popped sky high. It's kicked out again. Ball off the shoulder there of Lexi Felicio.
It's going to be a free kick, so they hope to gain a couple more offensive plays.
Jarrett, long kick inside, immediately stopped by Cranston West. And that'll do it. The final score here from Sal Algieri Field. The Cranston West Falcons 6 and the Westerly Bulldogs 0. And we are now going to start the Westerly Bulldogs Postgame Show, brought to you by Coastal Graphics. Signs, t-shirts, truck wraps, and more. Call Jeff and his team for all your printing needs at Coastal Graphics, 401-425-2312 on 83 Tom Harvey Road in Westerly. And Caleb, what are some good signs for the Westerly Bulldogs there, and what did you like from Cranston West as well?
I really think, you know, the Bulldogs, they really have that hustle. Like, it can be really, you know, it can be really heavy weighing on your shoulders when you're down this much, but you can't let it get to your head. You really have to keep going, because I've been on both sides where we've been down and we came back, or we've been up and we got cocky and it came back to bite us. That happens in soccer and a lot of other sports, obviously, but especially, you know, it's one of those cliche things, but I really do think it's never over until it's over. And I think Westerly had that, like, ambition, that offensive hustle, even though they were struggling a little bit. They kept making the plays and they got right down the field, and they made the defense work until the game ended. And that's really all you can hope for in these situations, especially playing a tougher opponent. You know, you're new to this division. That's a really good sign. As for Cranston, I really liked how controlled their defense was, especially in the first half. They were very, very calm. They always had their head up. They always played different types of things. They always had a man short. They always had someone downfield. They had someone, you know, running back and forth, trying to get open wide. So that really gave whoever was taking the kick, whether that be the goalie or the main center back, a lot of options to get the ball downfield and start up an offensive push, because that's what happens. Your defensive line really determines how much you can do offensively and defensively, I think. Cranston definitely had that impressive, you know, they had the right plays, and I think they had the faster execution. But it was a really good hustle from both teams.
Absolutely, and it is time now to give our Ed French and Son Player of the Game, brought to you by our friends at Ed French and Son Paving, Rhode Island and Connecticut's #1 asphalt paving company. Call 401-596-8917 today. And on a day like this where the Bulldogs didn't get any goals, you got to go on the eyeball test. And for me, it's going to have to go to Bryn Maynard. The junior was facilitating the offense, really just taking over the ball, setting up a lot of those nice plays. There's a lot of honorable mentions you could give, but you've got to be encouraged by what you saw from her as a facilitator, and I think she was a bright spot today. And that is going to do it for us here on 321 Media. If you want to hear more from me, tune in tomorrow, 1 p.m., as we interview John Rook, commentator, announcer, columnist for Providence College, Dean College, the Patriots, and more. You're going to want to see that tomorrow at 1 on Fiore Cole's game. And we want to give a special shout out to Caleb Upinacci. His first game, tremendous analysis from him. We'll definitely be hearing more from him in future games, but that's going to do it for today. 6-0 the final in favor of Cranston West from Sal Algieri Field. This has been Andrew Fiore, Caleb Upinacci, and Ben Barber signing off. Have a great night, folks.
provides medical, dental, and behavioral health care to over 10,000 people a year, even when they can't afford to pay for the care they need. The cost of providing healthcare services has increased, and the grant funding we receive doesn't fully cover the cost of patient care. We, like other community health centers across the country, count on community support to keep our doors open. With your help, we can keep serving as a safety net for your neighbors. Will you help us invest in our mission?
I'm Dale Sold, the owner of Shoreline Painting and Cabinet Refinishing. My vision for the company has always been to elevate paint contracting. When you call, you get a live person. Typically, we have estimates out the same day. We have really good communication with our customers daily. We make sure you're completely happy before we leave the project. We service residential and commercial customers. The commercial work we do is typically more community-oriented. We just completed a expansion of our shop. We added 3 more spray booths to allow us to increase capacity. You can find us at 77 Stillman Ave in Pawcatuck. You can find us on our website at shorelinepaintingri.com, or you can call the office 401-834-1684 to book an estimate.
Waffle pop, sweet shot, flavor so fine. Golden crisp waffles, fresh every time. Smiles that greet you, service with pride. Come for the treat, stay for the vibe. Waffle pop, sweet shot, flavor so fine. Golden crisp waffles, fresh every time. Smiles that greet you, service with pride. Come for the treat, stay for the vibe.
Make your house a home using quality paints and stains. Achieve long-lasting color and beauty with premium products from Benjamin Moore, available only at locally owned stores like ours. Elevate your home interior with Aura, Regal Select, and Ben Paint, or give your exteriors protection from the weather with Element Guard and new Woodlux exterior stains. No matter what you choose, we know you'll see the love. Visit us today to get started on your next project. Westerly Paints, 85 Franklin Street in Westerly, or call 401-596-8333 and visit westerlypaints.com.
Moving doesn't have to be stressful. Whether it's across town or just across the hall, no job is too big or too small for Easy Does It Moving and More. Sean and his team put people first, making your move safe, smooth, and stress-free from start to finish. For a move made simple, go with the name that says it all. Easy Does It Moving and More. Call us today at 401-545-6078 or go to easydoesitmoving.com.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. Take me to the beach today.
Live where others only vacation. Just steps away from the surf, sun, and sand of Weekapaug and Mesquamaket Beach, this spacious 3-bedroom, 3-bath home offers 2,800 square feet of coastal charm, perfect for year-round living or your ultimate summer escape. Whether you're hosting friends or soaking up the quiet, this home brings together luxury and location. Call Nancy at Oceanfront Homes today to schedule your private showing.
Game in a fun and meaningful way. Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop in to Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. It's who we are. Local communities made up of customers, families, and friends. Business owners invested in helping their communities thrive. Dedicated employees committed to giving back in ways that go beyond banking. If your banking relationship leaves you wanting more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Hi, I'm AJ Truck.
And I'm Jeff Swiderski with AnnieMac Home Mortgage's Momentum Group, your trusted partner in the home buying process.
At AnnieMac, we can strengthen your offer with our innovative program, Cash to Keys, giving you a competitive edge by allowing you to make a cash offer on your new home.
Together, we've helped over 1,000 families move into their dream homes, and we'd love to do the same for you.
Give us a call today at 401-486-0853 to get started.
Wood River Health is my home for health.
Wood River Health is a one-stop shop for primary medical care, dental care, behavioral health, and social services. We care for the members of our community because they are our community. I'm Allison Croak, President and CEO of Wood River Health. Since 1976, our health center has provided high-quality, affordable health care to residents of Rhode Island and southeastern Connecticut. We are your neighborhood health center. Let us be your home for health.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Westerly office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is, right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Duns Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Support a local cause you believe in when you open any new checking account at Washington Trust. Whether it's providing housing, ensuring no one goes hungry, or teaching tomorrow's leaders, we'll donate $25 to a local nonprofit on your behalf and give you $200 after 2 direct deposits. So open the checking account that's good for you and good for your community. Washington Trust. What we value is you. Member FDIC.